want to read a passage from the Bible tonight. But before I do that, I would just like to wish everybody a happy Easter, and also just to talk briefly about Easter. And I want to answer the question, is Easter pagan? And the answer, because a lot of people are saying that Easter is pagan, a lot of people celebrate Easter as a Christian festival without even thinking about whether it's pagan or not. So the answer to whether Easter is pagan is yes and no. Historically, Easter has come from pagan origins, but, and a very important point this is, the Jewish Passover that's in the Bible is exactly the same time as Easter and the same period of time. So the Jews are celebrating, and many Christians of course are celebrating, Passover during the Easter festival. It's from the Bible. So just bear with me, I'm just going to get the Bible now. Just a second and I'll be right back. Okay. It's from Mark 8, Mark chapter 8. Okay. Jesus is talking to his disciples, and he has a bit of an altercation with his disciple Peter. Mark chapter 8, reading from verse 31 through to verse 38. That's Mark chapter 8 from verse 31 through to 38. Okay, so it says, this is talking about Jesus. He then began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law, and that he must be killed and after 3 days rise again. He spoke plainly about this, and Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. But when Jesus turned and looked at his disciples, he rebuked Peter. "Get behind me, Satan," he said. "You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns." Then he called the crowd to him along with his disciples and said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me." Very important point. "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it. But whoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will be ashamed of them when he comes in his Father's glory with the holy angels." So, if we want to follow Jesus Christ, we have to be willing to take up a cross, to deny ourselves. They must be willing to lose their life. They must die. They must die. They must die to themselves and to all this world has to offer. They must put their soul first. They must put Jesus Christ first. They must make him their Lord. Have you made Jesus Christ your Lord? I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour, and just want to encourage others to do the same. So that'll be it for today. I just wanted to read a little bit from the Bible. God has not called me, as far as I know, to be a preacher, but I just think we can share, talk about what we know, and encourage others. Another point I just want to make before I go, actually, I had a revelation from God that Jesus Christ is the Passover lamb, and so the Jews celebrate Passover, and Jesus Christ is the Passover lamb. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you, and good night. Right, now how do I stop this thing? Because I'm live streaming, alright? How do I stop? That's it.